Hey guys, it's George and Oriel here, and today I will be going to LA for a seminar. Right now the time is currently 5:32. I will be heading over to my broker's house, and from there we're gonna carpool over to LA. See you guys then. Say hi, Chris.
Actually, you always look weird to me, so I don't know what you're talking about with that eye thing. It's okay, that's just an excuse. Hey guys, thanks so much for coming. I know 1 o'clock on Wednesday, that's a hard time to dedicate, but thank you very much. And what really gets you going every single day? Because we have to figure that out. A lot of people say, well, Coach Chris, I have a mindset issue. I said, well, what does that mean? Tell me more. Well, I know that I'm supposed to prospect or do some particular task in the morning, and it's 9 o'clock, I'm supposed to start, and all of a sudden it's 9 and I have to go to the restroom, and then I make an excuse and I go and I check an email and I'm delaying it and I don't do it, and so all of a sudden it's 9:14 and I say, well, I'll just start tomorrow because it's not 9 o'clock. Well, that's not a mindset issue, that's a motivation, Alicia. That's a motivation problem. So there's a difference between motivation and mindset. Remember, you become what you think about, so think of your goals daily and they will become a reality. And have them in front of you. Have your goals in front of you. Visual boards. Set goals that are attainable, but reach for them also. Okay, so that's goals and motivation. There's a thing called price reduction. I don't know if you guys knew that. Okay, it's an actual thing where you have to reduce the listing price to get it sold. So you talk to the seller about price reductions, and what you say is, Mr. Smith, look, regarding the price, you don't determine the price, and neither do I. The market determines the price. And there's 4 case scenarios that can happen with the price. Can I explain that? Sure, great. The first scenario, now remember this, okay? You guys use this every time if you need price reductions. The first scenario is that we nailed the price. What I mean by that is that we priced it, it sold pretty reasonably, a fast amount of time, for maybe not quite full price, but close enough. You're happy, we have a successful closing. That means we nailed the price. Does that make sense? Yes, it does. Great. The second one, and it sounds like maybe this is, Solomon, what you're concerned about, is that we underpriced it. Am I right about that? Because you're talking about a higher price than myself. Good. Yeah, we could underprice it. Absolutely. And if we underprice it, it will never undersell, because there's a difference between the two. And what I mean by that is, yeah, we could very well underprice the property, but if we do, the market will tell us that based on the competition, and I will then have the opportunity to bid that price up to the actual sales price, like in case price scenario number 1. So yeah, we could underprice it, but it's never going to undersell. Does that make sense? Because there's a difference. Yes, okay, good. But there's 2 others that are very, very important that we need to go over. The first is that we have the property listed, and we do have activity. We have offers, but we have no, we do have showings, we have calls, but no offers, Matt. What does that mean? That means based on the features and benefits we have compared to our competition, we're kind of teasing them. They see it on paper, and they're looking at the competition. They think that their features and benefits are a little bit better than ours, and they're making other offers on other properties. Now, we're not in the market to put our house in the market to help the competition, are we? No. Good. We're here to sell it. So if that's the case, Alexis, we need to reduce that by 5%. Okay, make sure they understand this. And then the fourth case scenario is that we have no activity, it's crickets, it's nothing. That means we have to reduce it by 10%. So now, you list the property, and you report back to them in a couple weeks what the market's saying. If you had showings, no offers, you go to 5%. Okay, and you do that, it'll probably sell. If you have no showings and no offers, then you gotta go for 10. But David, it's very important for you to tell them when you reduce it, those 4 case scenarios, they start all over. Because we need to maybe go at 22%. Okay, so does that make sense? Everybody? 4 case scenarios, don't forget that. Use that one every time you'll get price reductions, I promise. Here's a good one-liner. You can say, currently, Mr. Jones, you are the highest bidder on your own property. Are you okay with that? I love that one.
During the holidays are more serious buyers.
Reason number 2, our serious buyers have fewer homes to choose from during the holidays and less.
Reason number 3, since the supply of listings will dramatically increase in the beginning of the year, there will be less demand for your home. Less demand means less net.
Reason number 4, houses show better when decorated for the holidays.
That's true. Reason number 5, buyers are more emotional during the holidays, so they are more likely to pay your price.
Reason number 6, buyers have more time to look for a home during the holidays than they normally do.
Reason number 7, some buyers buy before the end of the year for tax purposes.
Reason number 8, January is traditionally the month for employees to begin new jobs. Since transferees cannot wait until spring to buy, you must be on the market now to capture those buyers.
Reason number 9, you can still be on the market, but you have the option to restrict showings during the 6 or 7 days during the holidays.
Reason number 10, you can sell now and cash out. Then I can negotiate a delayed closing or an extended occupancy until early next year.
And the last reason to learn during the holidays. By selling now, you may have the opportunity to be a non-contingent buyer during the spring, when many more houses are on the market, which should flatten prices. This will allow you to sell high and buy low. Those are the 11 reasons to list during the holidays.
A lot of you know this answer, but let me ask you a question. What's the most important, prospecting, presenting, or closing? Who says prospecting? Prospecting. Hands up. Prospecting. Who says prospecting? Okay, who says presenting? Closing. You guys awake? It's presenting, by far. I can prospect and prospect and prospect and prospect and set an appointment. If I don't have a great presentation, I'm not going to get a listing. The definition of closing is a great presentation. Is a natural ending to a closing is a natural ending to a great presentation. So presenting is the most important of all. You know that, right? Okay. Also, in closing, but when you close, the only no I put that counts as the last one before you quit. So just don't hang up. Just keep going, right? Just don't. When you call your leads, 5 closes per call. David, 5. Okay, 5. You know how many times it takes an agent on an average to get a listing from a for sale owner by going and visiting them? Christina, you know the answer to that. Do you remember? 12. 12 times. You gotta go close them 12 times. We're at separate days to go. And always go get a for sale owner on a Monday. Why? Because they're bummed because they didn't sell over the weekend. So go on a Monday. Use humor when you close. Not too much, Oscar, just a little bit. And close them at least one more time than you're willing to do. Just one more time, okay? Even if it's 6. And customer service. Well, customer service, we have to really just become an expert in how to communicate. If we can future pace our clients, that means we're going to tell them, Mike, what's going to happen, and it ends up happening. That's customer service. There's a bank. It's called the Credibility Bank. We have to put deposits into this Credibility Bank by telling them what's going to happen, and it ends up happening. Now we gain their trust because we're going to have to make some withdrawals from that bank when we get a price reduction. So you can't work with this person by asking them to do something if you don't make the deposits.